Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to WhatsMap. Where's my game gone? Come on, there we go. Hello and welcome to WhatsMap, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Woo. To the penultimate scheduled WhatsMap of all time. You know what, this has been going on for ages. I actually made a note earlier, and do you think I've got the note with me now? I haven't got the note with me now. What was it? 6 years, 5 months, 20 days, I think. Started in February 2017, 18, 19, 20, 22. Yeah, six years, 5 months, and 20 days. I've been doing this. Maybe 24 days. 24 days. That makes all the difference. And today is going to be the end of scheduled WhatsMap. Now, I'm not saying WhatsMap won't return for Cities Skylines 2. Right now, I have no clue because we've not seen Cities Skylines 2. There may not even be a map editor. There will be, but there may not be. And so there may be a WhatsMap for Cities Skylines 2. In terms of WhatsMap for Cities Skylines 1, we have the second show later on today. It's going to be a 2-map special. Might as well finish on the double map, right? As I don't have anything special to show you. I haven't got any clever visuals or any reminiscences or anything like that. I haven't even had time to fix the floating rocks and logs. All right, if I had the time, I would have done that. I haven't had time to do that either. So yeah, we're going to have a double map special later on. Link to that we'll talk about at the end of today's show, but it's the usual link over on patreon.com/BonBonB. You don't need to be a member, you just need to go over there, refresh, and you'll find the link when we're live. So yeah, we've got this is the penultimate. There'll be one more later on today. There may be possibly further WhatsMaps between now and Cities Skylines 2, but that very much depends on what is uploaded to the workshop. It's got to the point that I feel that we can wind down. There are still some nice maps coming through, but there's nothing that really stands out. We don't have any A-listers turning out maps this late on in the day. So I think it's time also for me to take a step back and have a rest. Have a little bit of rest. I'm still going to be active. I've still got plenty of things to do, but the daily or the weekly routine of pushing out a WhatsMap every single week or every single day, I can have a break for a few months, just until the new game comes out, and then we'll see where we are with the new game. Plenty of stuff coming your way in the meantime, including, if you've not seen the community pages, we have got a WhatsMap meme off going off at the moment. A meme off, yes, a meme off. Well, it's a knockout competition between the most common or the most memey of the things that we have on the channel, such as Jinky Jankies and Everybody's Favourite Factory and the Essential Lighthouse and Wibbly Wobblies and so on and so on and so on. So yeah, if you want to just sort of like just have a giggle, do check the community page every day, or I mean every few days. Yeah, I'm not taking the scores at the end of each day, so it's fine. It's fine. You'll have a few days to get around to doing it. Right. So anyway, hi Gabriel. Gabriel. Hi Gabriel. Hi. Is it Gabriel? Gabe. Hi. Good to see you in the chat there. And I've waffled for a little while. I always try and do that to let people have a moment or two to actually log into the live stream. If we go straight in, then a lot of people don't pick up the live stream for half an hour or so. They notice notification, or they see notification, then they get home and they turn on the PC. And so yeah, I'm trying to give people a bit of an opportunity, even though it's only a couple of minutes or so before we get going. Right, so this is going to be the final top performing map of the week. It's pretty nice by the first appearances. Looks pretty buildable. Standards look pretty reasonable at first glance. We're going to obviously do the usual, check it over, make sure it does stand up to what it's supposed to look like. It has an inspiration by one of the top creators. I don't know whether we're going to see any of that creator in the map, but being inspired, look, if you're going to be inspired by the best, right? And so that's what we're going to be doing. We'll be checking out that. And I think we shall, at this point, flip on over. Let me make sure that we are on the correct page, which we should be. Yeah, at this point, if I go over to there, we should see Jaleca. Jaleca? I'm going Jaleca, okay? I just don't know. GDH is in the house. Been there 9 minutes, but having an Indian. Bless you. Hi, everyone. Back to being quiet. You carry on being quiet there, GDH. Enjoy your Indian. I will try and entertain you with the very best, the top performing map of the workshop of this week. So, yes, Jaleca or Jaleca is by Dayday is the creator. They've had fairly high output lately. A fairly high output with at least 3 maps in the last couple of weeks. I mean, I say at least. There may have been many, many more, but I'm just talking from memory. We've definitely seen a few. And one went up on the BonBonB vote last week and won. So we have another. If you like this map, there'll be another one by the same creator coming up a little bit later on tonight. But let's say it's a double map later on. So you know, plenty to look excuse me, plenty to look forward to. Right, so mass transit map. You will need mass transit for this one. The required list is Laviante 2.0, coconut trees and filler grass. So Jaleca is inspired by Yucatan Bay by Bringer of Fire. I really like that map. I learned from it. I learned to improvise myself, learned how to make beautiful mountains, streams, forest, vegetations and everything else. Listen, if you're going to do beautiful mountains, streams, forest and vegetation, do be inspired by Bringer. There are there are other people that you can be inspired by for different styles, but if you do, I mean, Bringer of Fire is beloved, and you can't go wrong by being inspired and learning from the best. But you're just learning. Okay, so we're expecting some mistakes, maybe, possibly. In the terrain in the Jaleca map is mostly mountains and hills, but it's very friendly to build cities, maybe, whatever you imagine. And finally, the goal of this map is to create friendly and beautiful urban farming and fishing areas in the game. We have some features listed. We have some details, completely handcrafted with custom brushes. No real world here. Just basically a hand tooled map. Good to see. Slinger. Excuse me. No. The lyre, as in, is it Lyer? No, the little guitar thing. The sages would sing with back in the medieval. The lyre, you know, not liar as in he tells fibs. No. The lyre, the guitar, the little triangular guitar-y type thing. Yeah, that's what I meant. Anyway, yes, thank you. Right, we're using the satellite LUT. There's a collection, Laviante 2.0 with Seychelles for the water and the ore. And then all of the, I'm very grateful to Bringer and to Maverick. Maverick has also helped inspire the map. There is a collection, which is over here. Collection is optional. Yeah, indeed. Recommend scrolling, otherwise you'll miss, because we do have a render it setting down here. Import, export for render it. I have used this, but it did pop up an error. And it said, did I want to continue? I said yes, and so we're running with this, but if there is an error on it, on the map, then I blame this, copied across, produced an error. I don't remember what the error was, so I'm not looking for it now. The one-click collection, which is 36 items, a lot of these I would say are optional. For example, 81 tiles, optional. Acme, definitely optional. You don't need it for the map at all, but it is definitely a mighty fine mod that you'll want. Then we've got rocks, Laviante 2.0. Laviante LUT is listed, even though we're using the satellite LUT, so that is really not required. Move it, not required. Game Anarchy, not required. Intersection marking tool and network skins, you could argue for them. Network Anarchy, again. Network multi-tool, I don't even have that. I've not done any building in so long, I don't even have it, right? And no controller, again, you can make an argument for that one, depending on how much work they've done on the map. They may, sort of, you want to showcase your map, don't you? Picker, really not required for the map. Yes, you want it, but it's for the map, not a requirement. Precision engineering, I don't think I've ever used precision engineering, solely because I've not really had much time for actual building. Prop control, again. Traffic manager, highly recommended, but again, theme mixer, yes for the theme, which we've had to hand mix. Tree control, there you got the unified UI. I mean, really? I mean, first of all, it's not even supported, you know. Forest brush revisited, I don't even know why I don't have that. I thought I had that. Maybe I've got the newer version or an older version, I don't know. Find it, again, not really required. And then, the bottom three, the satellite, which is the recommended LUTs, the Seychelles theme, and the Jaleca map itself. So basically, yeah, of that list, probably getting on towards, I don't know, a third to a half, you probably don't even need. But look at that vista there, that is beautiful. Can't wait to have a look at the map. And that being the case, let's have a little look at the map. Alright, let me just have a sip of my coffee and then we'll crack on in, eh? So, let's go for a little options menu. Right. There we go. Not options. Infographics. Terrain heights. So the center of the map is pretty flat. There's always a good design. When you've got very accessible map in the middle, this is all really nicely accessible. Bit of a ridge in the middle just to break up the buildable plane into smaller segments. Always good to see. Don't know what's going on here. Can't wait to find out. Hi Maverick. Apparently you helped to inspire this map, according to the workshop. Whether or not you know that you've inspired this map, I don't know, but it is very, very well. It's inspired. It's good to see. It's good to see your name in print, right? Okay, resources. We are so in the end game now. We so are. It's this one, and then a double coming up later on tonight. Oh wow. Whoa. I really didn't expect that. I truly didn't. It's going to be interesting to see whether or not it shows up. That is unique and different. There we go. Finding something positive to say about something which frankly takes you by surprise. Such an organic feeling of a map. Or organic, natural, okay, possibly slightly fantastical in design, slightly, but that is, ooh, you know. Anyway, there's all of that. I'll catch up with your comment in a second, Mav. I can't quite read the first line, the first word of each line on my screen, so I'm just going to carry on with the game for the moment. Then we have fishing industry. Sometimes I can sort of like work out. It's a very strong map. I see I can read that. It's your, yeah, I'll catch up in a moment. Oh, plenty of fish. I'm bold and strong and good work. Credit to Dayday for that. And then in the start square, which is over here, a lot is going to depend on the strength of the river. Let's have a little look at the river. It is, you can clearly see it moving, so that's good. We've got a long stretch of it. I think that is definitely Resources are very good. They're bold. No, good? Question mark. Bold? Abso-blinking-lutely. I mean, they're very strong. Yeah, well, I'll go with that. Water flow in the start square. Then we have, well, I mean, come to the pipes in a second. We've got pre-built pipes, which reneges everything. But if you want to ignore the pipes, we have enough moving water going on there to be able to crack on and build. And then we have pipes going out to, we got a little hidden sewage outflow there. That's very nice. And where's the water pumping gonna be? What's up there? Just tucked under the highways, isn't it? This is all just, I don't really know at the moment. Where's the pipes go? We've got a pipe up this way. We've got pipes in place. I don't know that we're actually connected. There's usually a pumping station somewhere. So all the pipes are in place, Cities Skylines 2 style. I suppose we'll just look out for that later, but that surprises me. Usually when you've got pre-built pipe infrastructure, hello. Usually when you've got pre-built pipe infrastructure, that normally says, we've got some pumping going in the corner of the map up here, maybe. That would make sense to me, just to tuck it away out of sight. And we do have the outflow in place, which looks like that's nose to nose. So that's quite an interesting way of doing things. That is sewage outlet, isn't it, I think? Between the intersection. Okay. Which intersection was it? So it's not that one. Oh, hello. There we go. Water towers. Wow, there you go. That is subtle. Subtle. You've got enough to get started, basically. But the important thing is, even if you want to ignore those, you have got a moving river there that has enough water flow on it, definitely to get you rolling until you buy your second tile. And let's have a little look at tiles while we're here. So second tile could be over. Second tile's really good there. And got a really good potential third tile there, pushing down to the peninsula. This is a very strong tile. This is a very strong tile. This is a very strong tile. I mean, it's city build. This is already screaming 5 stars for gameplay. Already screaming it. I'm obviously going to be looking for excuses not to give it, but it's looking and feeling good there. Right, so overall we know where the start square is. Most interesting route. Says he just scratching the back of his neck. I would like to see what's down here. All the routes are very samey, aren't they? We've got this route which is a bit nothing, going through a big old tunnel. We've got this route here which follows the coast, which goes through a small tunnel. Then we have this one. I think we'll come in from this way. It's not going to be the most dramatic of journeys, but or I say that. I say that, maybe it will be. Right, let me have a quick look at. I missed a comment from Mav. Let me have a quick catch up on that. Very good feeling. And yes, the creator did contact you. Oh, good. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. I mean, as I say, if you're going to learn from the best. Or Maverick. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Oh, man. Has Maverick got any maps in the top 10 maps of all time? There's the question. There is the question. I've got a feeling you might see one from Bringer. Maybe. You might. Or 2. Or 3. Or 4. No clues, no spoilers. There's definitely none from BonBonB. My top one was way down in the 80s, and even then, I still think you guys have chosen the wrong one. There we go. What can you say? What can you say? I think I benefited from doing the St. Catherine's Point map, the one that was finished in the 80s. I did that as a stream, not as a stream, but a series, recorded series of me making the map. So it got a lot of visibility while I was building it. A tunnel going on there. A lot of visibility. I did the same with Bonbon Island, but I think I did that as an exclusive Patreon video thing. So I had limited watch on that. I think. Trying to remember what I did and what I didn't do now. Big old formation goer here. I mean, this is this is something. All right, this is something. I don't think I like it, but just because I don't like it doesn't mean it's not something good. This is something good. It's a little bit too bold for my personal taste. There we go. I think that's the way to put it. But and as design goes, that's it's good work. I'm not going to complain. I don't mind good work and good quality and something aesthetically pleasing. It's something different, just something a little bit different. Always welcome. Good. Never seen that before. Yep. Let's have a look here. What was that? Besides, you started making maps this year. So yeah, you're new, Mav, but you've definitely got it. Okay, I think you've definitely got it. Is everybody's got a different style. You have that like a detailing style about you. The quality is always there. You're not slapdash. There's never anything really to pull you up on. So yeah, I'm glad you turned up even though it was late. Rail. There we go. Using the trenches to a strong effect. I think that's a strong effect. Also, I've just noticed catenaries aren't there. I'm guessing that's in render it. It's got to be a render it setting because I have done nothing to stop catenaries from showing. Seeing a little bit of blue mantle there. Just a little bit of separation. Oops. 1 star for detail. That's what that is. Instant loss of everything. Over this side, I think we tried to hide it on this side with some grasses, but I'm not seeing anything on that side. There we are. Yay! Yeah. You're very, very welcome, Maverick. It's credit where it's due. Really, just quality work. We've had some really, really top creators over the years. Why have we got this here? The gantry here. I'm confused. Normally you get the gantry when you get a change, like a split lane, or a change from 3 lane down to 2 lane, or 4 lane up to 3 lane. I don't know why we've got that there. That's a little bit different. Maybe I don't know. Was it forced? Was it a deliberate thing? And then we got a big old bridge, or a little old bridge, or some sort of bridge. Let's see if it's a big old bridge or not, shall we? Now this is curious. This one's facing backwards. Now, okay. One thing I've noticed recently with the intersection marking tool is the intersection markings have on the chevrons have been, for most of the maps recently, pointing the wrong way. Now, I've done nothing. I can't remember the last time I even opened the menu for the intersection marking tool, because I don't do any city building. I don't tweak with the settings at all. Never had a reason to. In fact, the last time I tweaked with the settings, I made the tutorial for the intersection marking tool. That is really, really weird. Seeing the intersection marking tool, the chevrons backwards is one thing. I'll come back and look at the bridge in a second. Seeing the gantries backwards, though, I'm not going to penalise the map for this, because, I mean, unless this is deliberate. Could it be deliberate? I don't think it's deliberate, is it not? Oh, it's deliberate. It's a deliberate thing. Ooh. That is very odd. Hang on, let's go back to that previous one. Wherever that was. Here. I'm guessing the same here. Yeah, these were backwards as well. But these are clearly hand placed. That's very weird. A weird design choice. And definitely not intersection marking tool related. Am I lost here? I was looking for the start square. Well, we're heading towards the start square. It's okay. Keep going. Bridge. Bridge. Everybody loves a big old bridge. That is a strong design. A strong design. Seems to be built something on a rapids there. Like a terrain drop. Which I think the angle of these pillars in the middle does not benefit the way the water is running here. You see what I mean? It just doesn't quite look like the... Well, I mean, we know that these are not affecting the water flow. We know that. That's just the way that the game mechanics are. But I still feel that you need to work with the water mechanics, the way that the water flows, sometimes just using detailing like some river reeds or whatever to sort of like sell the story. What I'm seeing here, I'm not really... I love the bridge. There's a motorbike going through the living room. I love the bridge. I just think that the way that the water is here doesn't quite work with the shape of the bridge. Yeah. Bit of a thought there. I see another some more comments. I will catch up, but I'm a bit distracted by a map at the moment. It's good clean work there. Nothing to grumble about with that. Down to the main intersection, the start square intersection and all that. Yeah, we've got this backwards again. This is weird. I'm not faulting the map creators on these now, because clearly this is something in the settings, but nothing that I've touched personally. The shrub work, the flowers, I think I would have liked it, because we do have this glitching between the roads, if they'd been actually on the green. If we had that one, if that'd been more centered on that green patch. This one's fine. This one's fine. And that's where they start. But there's a few along here which I think could be realigned a little bit. That could be budged up just a fraction. So making use of the glitching, and this one's very much looks like it's in the dirt. Is that actually, is there any? Yeah. So I would have preferred that to be something like that one there. Just little touches. Just little touches. Like the flowers running along there. Like in the intersection. I mean, the intersection is lovely. Complex, pretty, unnecessarily just... Yeah, it's unnecessary, isn't it? But it is so well done. And this is a city builder game. If you can't do something unnecessary and have something that's well done, then I don't know what we're playing at. So this is different. This is different. This, yeah, little central kiosk there. If you can get to that, we'll sell you a ticket. Very nice. Very, very nice. We'll talk tree painting later on as well. Loving the tree detailing along the sides. It just accents the whole of the complete ridiculousness of this interchange. It's brilliantly, crazily, stupidly done. I love it. We've not got away with the blue mantle issues along here either. This would have required some serious foliage work. I'm not sure if you could do it with the bushes. Maybe the flowers. Could we do it with the flowers? Come on. Oh, come on. Move it. Grab it. Can we obscure? I mean, weeds or grasses would be better. But as we have the flowers along there. So that could have been obscured with, I would have suggested grasses. If we've got any grasses on the map, well, we've got these, haven't we? There we go. That probably, something like this probably would have worked. It might be a bit much though. It might be a bit on the big side. So, yeah, that would be too much. But there are smaller grasses that you could pack that with, just to hide the mantle. It is possible. Down to the start square, which we've already agreed is, we've got stop lines. Why would you have stop lines? That's a curious one, because I don't trust the intersection marking tool to be working correctly. I'm gonna let that be, but I got a big question mark on it. Very big question mark on it. Yeah, those were the trenches, absolutely. The certainly look like monorail tracks. I know what you're talking about. These ones here certainly look like it. I didn't check. Let's have a little look-see. That one and that one. Bring them up. Or maybe, did I not get the... Well, I don't seem to be able to elevate the central one, but that's monorail, isn't it? That is monorail. Maybe if I grab the entire thing. I grab the entire thing. And now we'll try it. There we go. Yeah, just something a bit fantastical. Nicely done. And just, again, somebody's doing something that's never been seen before in WhatsMap, which is a rarity, because it's all been done. Apart from it hasn't. Right, so, oh, hang on. The lane merging here, we have got no controller. This doesn't feel like it's been no controlled. I think we've missed an intersection there. When am I going to stream next? Probably about 45 minutes after this one finishes. Somewhere around about then. Just give me time to subscribe to the maps, load one up. This one, I've seen this done before, using these as roof sections, but this one, I know you could argue that's been done deliberately for aesthetic purposes at the front. I guess you could argue that. And then, yeah, I mean, it's nice. Always glad to see it. We've got wind farm. Of course we've got a wind farm. Of course we have. And we got some kind of factory. I don't know if anybody likes this. Is it? Is it liked? Or is it everybody's favourite? Don't make me sing. Don't make me sing. Oh, dang it. Everybody's favourite factory. I wrote that tune myself, you know. I should be on or in prison maybe. This is different. This is different. Just putting one nose to nose with the other one. Imagining that won't bottle up. Cause a blockage. Oh, Dayday's here. Let's start saying nice things. Oh, Dayday, you've done all right. It's okay. Got one or two. What shall I? Oh, what do I need to ask Dayday? Dayday, I need to ask you a question. Right, intersection marking tool on my system has been a bit weird of late. So there's one thing that I'm just going to completely overlook because I know it isn't you, which is chevrons. I'll show you the chevrons so that you know what I'm talking about. Right. For some reason, the chevrons on intersection marking tool for me at the moment are all pointing the wrong way. It's not you, it's everybody. So this is fine. Ignore that. I've got a question. I have a question, and the question is regarding... I've got two questions, actually. This intersection here, are these stop lines deliberate? Are they by design? Because that seems the most unlikely place to have stop signs. And then, while I do have to pick a mod, I do. The other thing is, is the picker mod causing problems? That'll be interesting. I've got Sky hasn't told me anything about the picker mod. Anyway, the other one, whilst we're talking about it, is if we go back down this highway, and I'm imagining this is deliberate, but I would like to know, I'd like to know the thought process on this one. And that is, and those would do it as well, but let's come all the way along to the ones that over here. There we go. These gantries are facing backwards, and you've got this facing backwards. Oh, you're making for left, right. Oh, okay. Right, so the gantries are facing this way because you're Indonesia, you've got left-hand drive. That explains that. That makes perfect sense. That makes absolutely perfect sense. The only criticism then, and it's not in the map, it's in the, well, I mean, also I do have that question about the stop lines. So if you can tell me about this over here, these stop lines here, is that you or is that intersection marking tool doing something really funny? I need to know. But yes, the only criticism I would have is you should have, unless I've missed it in the description, I did read through it, that the map is optimized for left-hand drive. But the one thing I've found also on left-hand drive maps, I think these invert with my the chevrons, with the intersection marking tool. No matter what happens, they always seem to be pointing the wrong way for me at the moment. I'm not worried about it because I'm going to be uninstalling the entire game in like a few weeks' time, so I'm good with it. I'm not that worried about it. But yeah, so yeah, there's the other question. Those stop lines I'm curious about. But yeah, the gantries make sense now. You mentioned you're in Indonesia. Right, we have a factory. Ooh, it's a castle. No, factory. It's not a factory. It's a castle. Ooh, it's a castle. Interesting steps. It's a good idea. I think it's a fail because of the way that the ones at the top will never be right. What did I use for steps? Oh, yeah, Bonbon Island. I just used pillars. I found the pillar with the flattest edge. Possibly the monorail one's quite a good one. And then I just sunk them in and just slowly increased them up for my... you mentioned chevrons when doing the top 100 countdown. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, it's weird. I don't know why. I've done nothing with the intersection marking tool at all. And now every map, the chevrons are pointing the wrong way, which can only be a mod issue. But then I kind of rely on Skive stroke, the compatibility report to tell me whether or not. Don't mind that. Trees growing through that. That's believable. That is believable. You can't see where the tree is growing through, but it's a broken. That's a believable tree crashing through there. The door is in the right location there. Yeah, all the doors seem to be pointing the right way. So bit of a win there. Oh, BonBon Bingo players, you need this. Rocking and holing for the BonBon Bingo players. Double rocking and holing. You only get to cross it off once, though. Right. Oh, blimey. Plenty going on with this map. Little islands. Liking the sand theme and the way that it works really well with the rocks, the colour of the rocks. This is really grey. Really grey. Love it. I haven't even started really looking at the I'm just flitting about here. Flitting about. Tell you what I see here. You know when you say you put in your description you're inspired by Bringer of Fire? I'm seeing Bringer of Fire along here. This is very Bringer, and like I say, learn from the best, be inspired by the best, learn from the best. And just that little area there, I would say probably all of the hills are very Bringer of Fire inspired. Easy for me to say. There we are. Yeah, very good, very good. Right, we've got some rivers. Some bridges. I've just gone straight past that bridge as if there was no work gone in it whatsoever. I could see there clearly was, but I'm now trying to move away from the networking because I've spent a long time looking at the networking, and we've seen the quality of it. Up here to Mossy Lake, some mossy topped rock in the middle there. Just the one. I mean, yeah. I'm surprised you didn't try and pop a few more mossy topped rocks in amongst, because it's in isolation. I mean, it works, but in isolation, it feels like you could have put some more in here. What's going on? Right. This river feels like it kind of wants to be close to the edge of the map. Alright, this is not your best work here, but you've got it right close to the edge of the map. And as I've obviously said many times in the past, if you're going to have something that doesn't quite work, have it deep in the fog. You've absolutely done that, so credit for that. I probably wouldn't have bothered with the river full stop. Not at that location. Your other rivers have been very nice. Nice lake there. Big wide river going down through the heart of the map here, with some strong bridges. Strong bridge there. Long island running down the middle, snaking down the middle there. Farms. Sort of bringer inspired farms, but a different style. But I've definitely got a different styling going on here. But they are kind of bringer inspired. Nice. And these are more naturalistic farms going on here as well. We do have a rail siding here and an abandoned rail line going on here. So abandoned stuff. Hello, 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 hello. Ooh, hello. Hello, say goodbye. There goes your 5th star for detail. A little bit of blue mantle there. That's a shame. That is a shame. Yeah, let's move on. Let's not hark on that. The rail dead ends over there. So very much an abandoned rail line. With a modern rail line gleaming. You see that? Shining. Shiny modern line over the top there. Past everybody's favourite factory. Which has a tiny little footpath underneath there. That's very neat. Very neat. I like that a lot. Liking the tree work along here as well. Let's not just completely fly by without having... The tree work here is almost perfect in that you just don't even look at it. You don't even appreciate how good that is. A real mix of trees, really compact together, bringing all of this together. And then really immediately next to it, you have absolutely nothing. So it's just real compact detailing. I love that. I absolutely love that. I was thinking, have we got any floating foliage here? We've possibly got a little bit of floating foliage there, possibly. But I think you can kind of get away with it. Here you have, definitely. And, oh, definitely got some here as well. Non-terrain conforming foliage there. But I think had it been just this one, you could almost suspend disbelief that that is clinging on somewhere along there. But yeah, just one or two little bits. Minor things. Don't get hung up on any of this. Don't get hung up on... Overall, we've got a very strong map here. Another bridge. Another bridge. Right. I wanted... Oh, yes. We've got this big lake. Big lake. Wetlandy, marshy, muddy lake. Very muddy lake. Not quite sure where this ship would have come from. Let's have a look at the connections in here. I mean, it could have found its way all the way up from the coast, up and around this way, but it does seem like an odd place for that ship to have made it to. But it's plausible. Who am I to say? I wasn't the captain. Again, loving the tree work around here, loving the shape of the island. You're not going to be too much building going on this island, but I can see that more as a park lifestyle island. Getting some ferries, bringing tourists across on walking tours. I can see that. And then, is this a dry waterfall? Why not, mate? Why not? Okay. I did say at the beginning it's kind of a fantasy map. And I stand by that because obviously this is never going to provide enough water to fill. I mean, forget one waterfall, but a diverging waterfall as well. It's never going to ever going to happen. But in a fantasy map, you can get away with this. You hand drew this, and on top of that, if you look at the angle that you're going to see this from, is, well, there's nowhere really over there. There's no land over there really as such. I mean, we've got a few patches. When you're building your city, which is going to be over this way, you're going to get no concept that there's anything even weird going on over there at all. So actually, I would say, why not? This is the example of something you can put on right at the edge of the map, like over here, and get away with. Except for you've done it facing the edge of the map in a way that the only way you can see it is from the edge of the map. And it's well done. I like that work. It's a weird thing. It's a very, very weird thing. I like it. What more have we got? What more have we got? We've got dirt bridge. Do love the dirt bridge. It's very, in my eyes, American. I don't know if that's strictly true or not. I'm probably thinking along the lines of Grand Theft Auto 5. They have the bridge that's similar to this in the middle of Blaine County. Maybe that's where I'm getting that impression from. Certainly got nothing quite like this that I know of in the UK. Maybe it's European as well. Who knows? All very good. Very, 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 very good. Right, okay, then we have the winding river following down to a Teddy Radko style bridge. Okay. Okay. Very industrial. Is this a vanilla bridge? I'm confused. Is this? I've got to dismantle. I have to. Yeah, this is definitely. Oh, come on. Yeah, it's a handcrafted bridge of some description. Yeah, not seen anything quite like that. That works for me. Okay. This is different. They're building a bridge, probably to replace that ugly monstrosity of a bridge over there. I mean that in the nicest possible way. So you can see the routes being planned down to the new big old bridge. I'm guessing they're going to put a new intersection down here. But then, okay, I'm a bit confused here. I am a bit confused here. So they're building the bridge to take the traffic away from this road. So what you're saying is this intersection's got to be demolished. This is my I'm in story mode here, right? This intersection's got to be demolished, but it's already got built into it the off ramps to start building in this area. Now, if that's the case, this is two stories in one. This intersection here, well, this road here has got to come in and I don't know. Do you know what? I don't buy the story. Because we have this off-ramp ready to go. But this road here is going to want to connect up here, which means we're going to have to demolish. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that I buy it. Unless, of course, this is the old bridge. Now, if this is the old bridge, and that's a new bridge. Yeah, yeah. Do you know what, Maverick? I've just seen your comment there. Oh, you're not very fluent in English. Dayday, don't worry. I like this. I like this a lot. Yeah. Do you know what? Old bridge. This is the old bridge. Yep. Okay. Yeah, that makes more sense. That makes a lot more sense. Demolish the road. Right. Beautiful. Good. Okay. Then we have... Ooh, this is beautiful. That is truly very beautiful. Proper curtain. Thick. Nice colour. If anything, it's underdone. If anything, you could have more love spent on it. You look at this and you go, this is amazing. This is amazing. The rock work here is amazing. And then after that is... There's nothing really. We've got a few ripples going on here. And I'm wondering how much of that is down to the underwater terrain. Oh, we do have a bump there, yeah. So we're getting a bump here. So yeah, we've got a couple of unsightly ripples going on here and here. That's probably down to another bump there as well. Yeah. Yeah. A little bit of underwater work needed just to... I don't have a problem with it. I think maybe like a little rapid or something running down to this area would make sense. But that section there, that is beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, that's that area done. All the old cliffs again. Tree painting is just on point. If anything, I think we're getting a little nod to the influence of Maverick here with the tree painting. So I'm not seeing this as... I'm liking this here, by the way. I'm not seeing this as Bringer of Fire style tree painting. This has got to be more Maverick inspired tree painting. We've got this tunnel thing here as well, which we haven't really had a look at properly. We best not go underneath it because you're going to get that going on from the underneath. It's fine. I'm not picking on that at all. I'm aware that that was always going to be the case. Unfortunately, there is no rotating of these. It's just they are what they are. We're not looking at that from the underside. Again, down here, this feels a little bit awkwardly done at this very top end. But up until that point, this is very nice. I'll catch up with the chat in a moment. I'm lost in a very, very good map here, by the way. I'm lost in a very, very good map. Is there anything else that... I'm coming back, getting more of an overview now. There's good shapes, some good vistas. We did look at the second time I called it a factory. We did look at the castle. Yep. It's very good. It's very, very, very good. Learnt from the best. Done a very good job. Beautiful. Right, let me park the camera right about there. I'm going to have a sip of my coffee because I'm gasping. I'll have also a little look at the comments, see how we're going. You mentioned chevrons and doing... Oh, right. I missed that. Actually, not very fluent. I'll say your English is better than my... Oh, is it Indonesian in Indonesia? What is the local language of Indonesia? Is it Indonesian? Is it Malay? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Something I don't know. That's a rare thing. Old Bridge, yes. Set to make a dam, of course. Of course, yes. Dam in that location. Excellent idea. I don't remember the screenshot. That was about an hour ago now. So yeah, I don't remember the screenshot, but yes. If I detailed it fully, it would kill your laptop. Bless you, Dayday. You've done a great job, okay? And again, let me, just for anybody who's watching this, wondering why I'm being soft on this one. If we go back to, where was it? I'll find it. There we go. Look, we're relatively close to the edge of the map here. So, you know, if you're going to be doing screenshots from here, let's say you're doing a city build, screenshot from here, that's not really even a screenshot up there. We don't have like beautiful mountains or anything like that, or deep, thick, dense forestry. This is, yeah, what we got there is a good job, well done. Could argue that they didn't even need to do it at all. You could argue that. Anyway, yes, sorry, I got digressed a little bit again. I'm parking over this way this time. Oh, that's a better shot. There we go. Indonesian. Thank you, Dayday. I'm flying. I'm flying and learning so well. Right, okay. Am I rating this thing now? I think I probably should. So, oh crumbs. So aesthetically, it's one of those realistic feeling but technically fantasy maps that is subtle. It's a subtle map. It doesn't take you by the nose and slap you around the ears like a top end Anapu map or anything like that. It is fantasy, and it is subtle, and it allows you to play it as a realistic map, a true to lifestyle map, which is a fine balance to do with the aesthetics. We've got, I'll say, one or two areas where I've grumbled here and there, but mostly those are off towards the edges of the map. So you'd be technically in fog, so they matter less. So they are taking some score off, but they're taking score off a little bit rather than a lot of it. I think we are looking at a 4-star map. I don't think we're going to be talking about anything like a high 4-star map, but I could very happily sit this around low to middle 4. So if you took a line a quarter of the way up to halfway up, midway between those, 3/8 of the way up the 4-star, I think I'd be quite happy to give this map that. Oh, hand drawn is, yeah, it's exceptional work, and you can see the influences with the hills of Bringer of Fire, and the map design is inspired. You can see the inspiration from Bringer of Fire there as well. Great design for the map. So yeah, I'm going to go for a somewhere between low and middle 4. It's definitely a winner for me, and just the overall design is strong. Just doesn't have that pop in places. I don't know whether it's a theme choice would make a difference, or if this had white sand, would that make a difference? I don't know. I don't know. But it's still a very, very nice, strong map. Good. Detailing. Right. It's excellent work with a few iffy choices, especially regarding the trenches. Some of those choices are a little bit odd. Yeah, we've got the left-hand drive for right-hand drive, right-hand drive for left-hand drive, which should be in the description. That should be in the description. When that is going to lose a little bit because we have got some incorrect detailing because it's not listed. But it's not really incorrect detailing that's going to rip your hair out. I mean, you just move it on it, rotate it. Move it is listed as a dependency, as a requirement. So you will have move it. Even though I said at the start that you didn't need it. So I would say, yeah, we'll go 4 stars. But we do have Blue Mantle. We do have one big gash of Blue Mantle. We have a few little cracks of Blue Mantle because of the usage of the trenches and the way the game behaves there. A little bit of floating foliage here and there, but not much. I've got to go low for. I can't, because of the Blue Mantle issue across the map. I can't go any higher than that, but it's clearly a 4-star map. And yeah, and you could also talking about that river on the side of the map, which I said you could easily get away with not even having it. So yeah, but again, that's deep in the fog, so that's only losing a fraction of a star for that. So yeah, I'm going to go for a low 4 there. Gameplay potential. I started excuse me. When I start looking at maps, I always start on the premise that a map is a middle 3 stars. That's basically where I am. And then basically from there, my brain is sort of like working up from there, usually working up from there, because most people are good enough not to have a middle 3-star map these days. Or sometimes working down from there. And some jump straight into especially with the aesthetics. You look at a map and you go, wow, and then you're straight into 5 stars for aesthetics. This map was straight into 5 stars for gameplay for me. Straight from the off. Excuse me, itchy eye there. I'm trying to... I don't know if my argument to myself is strong enough to hold it in 5 stars. I want to give it 5 stars. My instinct is 5 stars. But it's a map that has me with questions. No, I'm going 5 stars. I'm trying to talk myself out of it. And most of my arguments are kind of regarding fixing detailing issues. There are quite a few of them, little ones here and there. But in terms of... Oh, hang on. I am going to have to... I think I'm going to have to... when my brain is saying... I always allow that one little thing. Right, so we've got all these little blue mantles to fix. Let's overlook that as the one little thing. And now I'm thinking about the workshop. And in the workshop, we have been given a list of required mods, many of which are not really necessary. So while that doesn't actually directly affect gameplay per se, you're being told to subscribe to mods that you don't need, which is, I'm going to say, another minor. Now we've got 2 minors. I can't go for a 5 star for gameplay, so I'm going to go for a top end of 4 stars, right up towards the top. Okay, Excellent, Maverick. There will be another Dayday map along in a minute. Yes, anyway, so yes, it's so I'm going for a high 4 stars on this one. BonBonB seal of approval through and through. I love this. I think it's a really good map, and I'm really glad we managed to squeeze it in before what map came to an end. So yeah, I'm there we go. Yeah, so hand drawn. So yeah, signing off. Has anything else popped up? Maybe for the next map I should pay more detail. Oh, Dayday, don't worry about the attention. Just have fun making maps, okay? Just have fun making maps. There's only one more of your maps that's going to be reviewed, and that'll be later on, voted in by the BonBonB buddies on Patreon. And so, did the screen stop? Oh, I'm worried. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. Let me there we go. I just moved the screen around a bit. I've just paused everything for the finish. So anyway, yes, that is going to be it. Superb map, highly recommended. We will be back in half an hour or so. We've got 2 more reviews. I'm going to do them back to back in one stream. We have Southeast Canal by Dayday, the creator of the map you see down below. I'm really looking forward to that. The BonBonB buddies thought it was definitely worth a review, so we'll do that one. And we'll finish with a map from Stalker, one of the BonBonB buddies, called Big Island. I wonder how much inspiration there is from a certain map reviewer in that one. I'm interested to see. Very interested to see. So anyway, yeah, Dayday, great map, my friend. Now, if you want to see the second review, follow the link on Patreon. The link is in the description. Patreon.com/BonBonB. The link to the stream will be on that page once I go live. It won't be easy to find on YouTube. It won't be listed on YouTube. It will only be listed on Patreon. You don't need to be a channel supporter. You do need to go over there to see the link, though, which you can see for free. And that's it. But yes, thank you, Dayday, for a great map. This is surprisingly good. I did not expect it to be as good as you've actually turned out here. Excellent work. The amount of people that say, I'm inspired by Cities or whoever, and then you see the map and you go, well, that's a bit of an insult. This is no insult to Bringer or to Maverick. Very, very good map. All credit to you, my friend. Anyway, so yeah, if you want to see the review on your second map, give me half an hour or so and we'll get to the second map up and running. Right, anyway, that's it for part 1. Thanks for watching, for commenting, for liking and for subscribing. I'll see some of you again a little bit later. I've been BonBonB and you've been very, very welcome.
Come here now, girl.